Hello and welcome to video lecture number 2. My name is Imran Qazi, and the ongoing topic is orthographic projections as continued from video lecture number 1. In the first video lecture, what we saw was the basics of orthographic projections, the difference between first angle projection method and third angle projection method. An important point to note for unit number 4 is that we'll be only using first angle projection method to draw all the objects here on, and we will not draw the problems, the objects using third angle projection method, and the reason is that third angle projection method is excluded from the syllabus, which makes this unit a lot easier. This video lecture, we are taking up this object right here, you can see on screen. And by using first angle projection method, we'll try and draw different views of this object. This problem right here, this problem looks simple and is simple, and the reason we are choosing this problem right here is to make our basics more clear and more stronger and more concrete. Okay, so instructions for this problem is to draw the front view, the top view, and the left hand side view. Now the question is how to identify the front view, whether we have to assume this as the front view or this as the front view. So there will always be an arrow which will indicate the direction of front view. So we can see an arrow right here on the screen with X. So the instructions will be that we have to draw the front view in the direction of X. So we have X here, so the observer is assumed to be standing here and observing the object from this direction. So this will be the front view, this right here will be the top view, and this will be the side view, the left hand side view, which we have to draw. So as we know, in the first angle projection method, the front view is drawn on the upper side. So let's say we draw front view here, and then there's a reference line here, and the top view is drawn below the front view. So the top view is drawn below the front view, and then let's say, as in this case, we have to draw the left hand side view. So the left hand side view, so this is the object kept right here, and then we have to observe this object from the left hand side, which is here, right, which is here, the left hand side of the object, which is here, right. So when we observe this object from this side, the projected image will be behind this, or we can say the projected image will be on the right hand side of the front view. So the left hand side view comes here, right. So the left hand side view will fall behind this, right, or the right of this. So the left hand side view will fall here. The right hand side view, now the right hand side of the object, this is the object, right, this is the left hand side, and this is the right hand side. So when we observe the object from this side, right, so when we observe this object from this side, it will be projected on a screen, on a plane right here, right, which is on the left of this. So the right hand side view will fall to the left of front view. So the right, let me correct this, the right, sorry again, okay. So for this object, what we have to do is we have to draw the front view, the top view, and the left hand side view, right. So this portion will come into picture. All right. So accordingly, you'll have to use the orientation of your drawing on the drawing sheet. If you have to draw the front view, the top view, and the left hand side view, so you have to start drawing the front view from the left portion of your drawing sheet. All right. And if you want to draw the right hand side view of the object along with front view and top view, so you'll have to start drawing the front view from little bit here, from the center, or from the right hand side of the drawing sheet. Accordingly, you have to you have to make this calculation in your head while drawing, before drawing. Okay, so like I said, we have to draw the front view, we have to draw the top view. So front view, the front view in the direction of X, it is said, right. So this is the direction of X and this is the front view. So what we can see in the front view, what are the visible surfaces? So in orthographic projections, what we are doing is we are converting the three-dimensional object into two-dimensional views, multiple two-dimensional views. And which are those views in this case? The views are first view, the front view, the top view, and the left-hand side view. So we'll start with the front view. The front view, what we can see in the front view is this surface. So I'll color code this with, what color is this? This is pink. Some may call this purple. I'll call this pink. All right. So pink. We can see this side. We can see this surface right here. All right. And then what we can see is this portion. What shape is this? This is a trapezium, right? All right. So I'll try and draw this. Anything else? No. So what we can see from the front view, we can see this portion, we can see this portion, we can see this portion and this portion. That's it. We cannot see anything else. So what is to be drawn in the front view? We have to draw this portion. The dimensions are given 25, 25, 25. All right. So this will come, this line, this bottom edge will fall on a single line, and this upper edge right here again will fall on a single line. All right. The next up is the top view. So let's try and use a different color. Let's say I use green in this case. So top view. So what we can see from the top view, we can see this top surface right here. We can see this platform right here, and then we can see this slant surface right here, right? So we'll color code this using a green color. Let's say we make this dotted. Let me do it quicker. All right. So this is the top view. So what we can see from the top is this surface right here, the slant surface right here, and this portion right here. And what about the side view, the left hand side view? So let me use a different color now. So I'll take a different color. What color do we have? We have orange, let's say. All right. Okay. Now we have to draw the left hand side view. Now we have to come on this side. The observer is initially here, right? So it was said that we have to draw the front view in the direction of x. So this was the front view, this was the top view, and now the observer stands here, right? The left hand side view. So the left hand side, what we can see is this surface right here. We'll color this using orange. What else we can see? We can see this surface, this portion. So we'll color code this. Can we see anything else? No, we can't. So we'll start drawing this on another sheet. So let me take another sheet. Let me change this. All right. So on this sheet right here, on the right hand corner, I've drawn a rough image of this, so as to just have a look while drawing. So what we can see is, let me place it like this. Okay, so what I've done is I've drawn this. Okay, so this is 25 here, and this is 25 here, 25, 25, 25, 25. This height is 12, this height is 12, this depth is 12, So I forgot to mention this. This is also 12 right here. This is 25. The height of this block is 25, right? And this is 25 here. This distance is 20. So we made this 20. The height is 25, 25, and this width is 25. So the width of this block and this portion is 25. It is same. It's 25 throughout. 25, 25. So it is 25. Okay. This portion is 20. This is 20. All right. Okay. So we'll try and draw this object over here. Okay. So first up, you have to use your drafters or roll and draw in the least case. So I'm using a scale since I have a roll and draw, but it is of a bigger size, doesn't fit on this on the sheet, so I won't be using this. Alright, so drawing will be an approximate version of this. Alright, so the first thing you have to do is draw a reference line. So this is the reference line. The first thing we have to do is we have to draw the front view. So 15 mm above and 15 mm below. Mark these points to start with. Alright, so front view, as we know, the front view, we have to draw the pink portion right here. So we'll start with this point, this edge right here. So you have to go 25 here, again 25 here, and 25 here. Right, so 25, 25, 25, 75. It makes 75. So from this point, I'll draw a 75 mm line. The next up is this height. This height is 12. It is given here 12. So 12. So you have to go 12 mm above. So I won't be drawing this at an exact scale, since this has to fit on the paper. Alright, and then 25, 25 and 25. Okay, and then we can close this, right? We can close this. So this 3 blocks right here, right, each of 25. So 25, 25, and then you have to complete it like this. Now we have to draw this block right here. The height is 25. Alright, so the total height from the bottom point, this point, will be 12 plus this 25 accounts to 37. So from this point you can either make 37, or from this point, and this point, they are coinciding in the front view. So this point, from this point you have to draw a 25 upwards. So 25 upwards, and then a horizontal line 20 to the left from this point. So you have to draw a 20. From this point, this point and this point, they're coinciding. Alright, which accounts to this point, which is which corresponds to this point. So from this point you have to mark this point 20. So 20 from here comes here, 20 from here, and then you have to join this. So you can simply join this. So let us see the object. So we have to draw this surface and these 3 blocks right here with pink color. So draw on the 3 blocks, 25, 25, 25, and this trapezium up here. So this completes the front view. The next thing is to draw the top view. So to draw the top view, what we have to do is we have to project these lines in the top view. So these projection lines are drawn using thin lines. These are not thick lines, these are thin lines. These has to be faint. So all the points you have to project in the top view, right here, this thing right here, this edge down here, and the final edge down here. Alright, so when we see the object from the top view, what we can see is this portion, right, and this portion, the green color portion. Okay, so what are the dimensions? The dimension is 50 by 75, right? The total size is 50 by 75. So you'll have to draw a block of 50 right here in the top, right? So 50 by 75. So we'll make this, from this point we'll make 50. Since we are starting from this point, all right, we're drawing the top view. We are starting from this point. We have to go 50 here, and then we have to go 75 here. So we've gone 50 here, and then we have to go 75 here, right? So no need to measure it again, since we have already drawn the projections from the front view in the top view. So simply draw a parallel to this line, the reference line, and you can see it is exactly 75. It has to be. And then we'll complete this block right here. Okay, what else can we see in the top view apart from this block, the block as a whole? We can see this and we can see this. So let us start from this point right here, right? So this point accounts to this point right here. Again, this point corresponds, this point in the top view, this point corresponds to this point. So we have to go 25 here, and then we have to go 20 from here. All right, so 25 here and 20 here. So 25 and 20. So we have to go 25. Let me mark this, 25 here, and then we have to go 20. No need to measure it again, since we have already taken down the projection from the front view in the top view, right? You can see this projection, the faint line here, right? So simply join this, and we can make this portion dark. We can do it afterwards also. All right, what else can we see? Okay, if you look at the platform, this thing right here, right, there's a cut here, right? It is not completely rectangular, so we have this slot right here, so you have to cut this. So from this point we have 25 here, so from this point we have to go 25 here, all right, which is this edge, this point, all right, and from this point 25 here. So from this point 25 here. Okay, so from this point 25 here, from this point 25 here, from this point 25 here, from this point 25 here. So we've already taken down the projections. This was the edge and this was the edge. We have taken down the projections. What is the step? This distance is 12, so we have to go 12 from this point. We have to go 12 over here. So we have to go 12 here, 12 here, and 12 here, and then we can join it. So this edge is not there, so we'll erase it. What else can we see? we can see this surface, and then we can see this slant surface, right? And this appears to be a rectangle. So we have to complete this, right? We have to draw this edge right here. We have to draw this edge and this edge. Okay, so this edge is this edge, right? So from here, the slant edge falls here. It is here, so it has to be like this. Okay, so this portion, this block accounts for this block. This surface accounts for this surface, and the remaining portion on the platform, on the lower platform, this portion is right here. You can see this. So this completes a top view. Next up, we have to draw the left hand side view. Alright, to draw the left hand side view, like I said, you get told this is the front view and this is the left hand side view. So the left hand side view will fall on the right of the front view. So the left hand side view has to fall on the right of the front view. So this is the front view. So here comes the left hand side view. Alright, so for drawing that, you have to leave some space and then you have to draw a reference line, a vertical line. Alright, right here. Okay, so what we have to do, the first thing you have to do is project the edges in the front view to the side view, all the edges, all the visible edges right here, and then we have to take all the projections from the top view in the side view. And for doing that, what we have to do is we have to project all the edges, to use thin lines for these projections up to this line. This is our reference line, so all the edges over here using thin lines, and then we have to project these lines over here. So there are two ways of doing it. I've mentioned this earlier also. You can either use a compass and then you can rotate this up to here, up to this line, up to this reference line, the horizontal reference line, this up to here and this up to here, and then you can draw the straight lines from here. And one more method is to draw a 45 from this point or 45 from here. That can also work. So we'll draw a 45 draw 45 from this point, and then what we can do is extend these lines up to this 45. So extend all the lines up to 45, and then extend it upwards, straight lines. I'll repeat, all these lines are thin lines. They are not thick lines, they are thin lines. You have to keep this in mind. Alright, so the final block has been completed. Alright, so now we will take a look on the original object, a three-dimensional object. So this is the isometric view. Alright, the three-dimensional view. We have to convert this into the orthographic views, the multiple views. Okay, now we're talking about the side view. What we can see in the side view is, the left hand side view is this portion, right? The orange portion, the orange colored portion. So we can see this portion and we can see this portion right here. Alright, can we see anything else? No, we can't. Alright, so this side is 50. So this point, this edge will account for this edge right here. Alright, so you have to go 50 here, so we'll go 50 here. Again, no need to measure. The final block is of 50. Sorry, it has to be up to here, up to here. It is 50. Alright, and then this step is of 12, right? So 12 upwards. Again, no need to draw. 12 upwards, it has already been fetched from the front view. So let me complete this. Okay, so like you can see, this portion, the orange portion, the orange part right here has been completed. All right, we can see this. What else we can see is this portion now, this portion. So this point and this point from the left hand side, they are coinciding. So this point and this point, they are equal, right? They are same, and which is this point right here. So from this point, you have to go upward, and the height is 25, right? So the height is 25. So what we can see from here, the height of this, the slant edge, the height is 25. It is 25. All right. So you have to go 25 upwards. So 25 upwards. Again, no need to measure. You can see this. You don't have to measure this, since we have fetched this from the front view. The height has been taken from the front view. All right. And then we have to complete this block, and this side is 25. Again, 25. 25. Okay. It is approximately equal to 25, and then we have to close this edge. So close this. Are we done here? Are we done with the left hand side view? Can you see anything remaining? Any portion left? Can we see this side, this edge right here, right? This edge is not visible, right? This portion, these edges, one, the bottom one here, 2, 3 and 4, these 4 edges are not visible, right? So what about this? Since these edges are hidden, the hidden edges are drawn using dashed lines. So what about this? So these lines are parallel to this line, right? And these two lines are parallel to this line. So which edge is remaining? The vertical edge. This edge and this edge, they both coincide, but then there appears to be one edge, right? So this vertical edge, this edge and this edge has to come here, right? Which is this edge. So you have to draw it using a dashed line, since this edge is not visible from the side view. From the side view, we cannot see this vertical line, and we cannot see this vertical line. So the hidden line, it is hidden line, and the hidden line has to be drawn using a dashed line. Now let me make an important point, and I want you all to note it down. That the base in the front view, this is the base in the front view. The base in the front view is equal to the base in the top view. Can we see this? This base and this base, they both are equal. So let me write it down. So the base in front view, the base in front view is equal to the base in the top view. Are we clear with this? Next up, the height in the front view, the height in the front view is equal to the height in the side view, and this goes also with the right hand side view. So the height in the front view is equal to the height in the side view. So front view height is equal to side view height. And there's one more thing. The base of the side view is equal to the height in the top view. So the height was projected using this 45. The height was projected here, right? The height was projected here. So the base of the side view is equal to the height in the top view. So the side view height is equal to the top view, the side view base. I beg your pardon. The side view base is equal to the top view height. So this thing is important, and I want you all to note it down. So this problem is completed right here, and I want you to practice these problems and some other problems from your textbooks, if you're carrying your textbooks in case, or there are plenty of YouTube videos available. You can go through them, you can watch them, you can practice those problems, and I'll try and come up with a few more problems. So as for now, stay safe, take care, and keep studying. Thank you.